Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, back again with me. This time I will explain the material about culture shock. Okay, what is culture shock? Culture shock is a term used to describe the anxiety and feelings, shock, confusion, etc. that a person in a completely different culture feels, such as when in a foreign country, the cause of the difficulty arising in the assimilation of a new culture make it difficult for a person to assume what is normal and what is not. Often these feelings are combined with strong moral or aesthetic resentment about some aspect of a different or new culture. The definition of culture shock is the trauma you experience when you move into a culture different from your home culture. Culture shock is the personal disorientation a person may feel when experiencing an unfamiliar way of life due to immigration or a visit to a new country or to a move between social environment, also a simple travel to another type of life. A cause of shock culture. Visual language barrier, frustration, anxiety, and stress also occur whenever people can't do all the things they are accustomed to doing in their everyday lives. This can include work, home, and leisure related activities that they are either no longer able to do at all or no longer able to do like they are accustomed to. For example, sometimes because of difference in transportation service, people cannot move around as freely or as readily as they are accustomed to. Be the symptom of shock culture. Although culture shock is generally understood as a temporary shock felt when confronted by different culture customs, ways of thinking and behavior patterns, it actually refers to a psychological state or depression caused by the experience of successive failures in unfamiliar social situation. Culture shock is temporary and everybody goes through it to some extent in the process of cultural adaptation. General symptoms of culture shock include irritation, homesickness, loneliness, nervousness, loss of appetite, sleeplessness, feeling tired, extreme pride in one home culture, hypersensitivity or excitability, confusion, incompetence, etc. So next, see the stage of shock culture and cultural adjustment. Culture shock can be described as consisting of at least one of four distinct phases: honeymoon, negotiation, adjustment, and mystery. During the honeymoon phase, the difference between the old and new culture are seen in a romantic light. During the first few weeks, most people are fascinated by the new culture. The coping shock culture. Culture shock can be prevented by stripping to become more culturally relativistic and flexible in thinking and behavior. By developing a real enthusiasm for learning about the host culture and by forming real intercultural relationships. Successful cross-cultural communication is a fairly straightforward proportion. with the correct attitude, a few good cultural information, a few cross-cultural communication concepts, and some time spent as a participant observer, a person will quite naturally develop a repertoire of intercultural interaction skills. Okay, well, I think that's enough for me. Thank you for watching it until it run out. See you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.